Good evening children, welcome to YEP Master, the school foundation program. Okay, I am your chemistry teacher. In the previous classes we have discussed about the physical classification of matter, right. So, we can classify the matter into 5 different categories, that is solid, liquid and gases, as well as the plasma and Bose-Einstein condensate we have discussed, okay. And we have even gone through the different properties, the physical properties of solids, liquids and gases, because these are the 3 different components of matter which we generally encounter in our day to day life, okay. So, in that case we have even discussed how the plasma is going to be formed and at what condition the Bose-Einstein is going to be formed. So, the condensate formation as well as the plasma formation require low and as well as high temperatures. So, that we have discussed. So, on overall if we observe, when we classify the matter into in a physical classification, if we observe, we can classify the matter in 5 categories: Bose-Einstein condensate, solid, liquid, gas and lastly we have the plasma, okay. So, depending upon the temperature you can observe the different formation of different states of the matter, okay. Now, in this class let us discuss about the chemical classification. Let us discuss about the chemical classification in this particular class, right. So, as we have done in the case of physical classification, here the matter can be classified into 2 categories. So, when you look at the chemical classification, under chemical classification, matter can be classified into 2 categories. What are they? Pure substance. So, it is a compound the chemical compound which is pure in nature, pure substance, pure in nature. So, no impurities are present in it, okay. So, it is pure in nature, pure substance, it is pure in nature. When we have 2 pure substances mixed together, what we are going to get? We get a mixture. So, here the other side of matter, other chemical classification of matter is mixture. So, it is very clear that on chemical basis, if we are going to classify the matter, we can classify the matter into 2 categories. One is pure substance, other is mixture. Pure substance means the substance, the compound, chemical compound is pure in its nature, it is pure in nature. So, when mixture is going to be obtained, so mixture is obtained by the combination of the substances. The combination of substances takes place in any proportion, okay. Whenever we combine 2 pure substances together, for example, if I am having pure crystalline sugar is pure substance, okay. So, if I am taking milk of course it is not a pure. If I take water, pure water, let us say I am taking pure water is a pure substance, pure water in the sense it does not have any other components, pure water, okay. So, pure water and pure sugar purity, it is completely pure, so it is a pure substance. Water is also does not have any other components, let us say here we am taking pure water, so this is also pure substance. So, water is a one pure substance, sugar is one more pure substance. So, when I am combining these 2, what I am going to get? I am going to get a solution. What is that? Sugar solution. In that case what I have? I have sugar as well as water. So, the combination of pure substances will result in the formation of a mixture, okay. So, in nature if you observe, matter can be taken in terms of pure substances or it can be taken in the form of a mixture. Pure substance means it is pure in nature, so it should be completely pure, no contaminations should present, no impurity is there in that particular substance, that substance is taken as pure substance, okay. So, whenever we have a pure substance and if I am having 2 or more pure substances and I am mixing all the pure substance with one another, we end up with the formation of a mixture. Of course, mixture will have any proportion. I can take 1 liter of water, only 1 spoon of sugar, I will get a solution that can be taken as mixture, or I can take 1 liter of water, I can add 2 spoons of sugar, tablespoons, that can also be taken as a mixture. 1 liter of water, if I am adding 3 spoons of sugar, I am getting sugar solution, in that case also we are getting mixture. But what is varying here? I am varying this particular sugar, in one case I have added only 1 spoon, in other case 2 spoons. In third case, I have added 3 spoons of sugar to 1 liter of water. So, whatever may be the composition we are going to take for the formation of the mixture. Mixture can be simply given as combination of pure substances. So, when pure substances are combined together, we end up with the formation of a mixture, but the combination can take place in any proportion. There is not a fixed proportion. You should mix only 1 liter with 1 spoon of sugar. No, you can do any combination, any proportions can be mixed, so that we end up with the formation of mixture. Okay. I think you have got a clear idea now that matter can be chemically divided into 2 categories. One is pure substance, other is mixture. Okay. Now, let us look at the pure substance. What does the pure substance is, and how we can divide the pure substance again. Pure substance can be further divided into 2 categories. Pure substance is further divided into 2 categories. Okay, 2 more categorization under pure substance we have. First one is element. First one is element. When elements are, of course, you know that in periodic table we have 118 elements. So, element means it is pure form. When I say hydrogen element, what I mean? I mean pure hydrogen only. Oxygen element, I mean only pure oxygen. Okay. So, in case of periodic table, if you observe, we have 118 elements. 118 elements are available in the periodic table. So, element is a pure form. Okay. Right. So, when elements combine together, atoms of element when they combine, we get corresponding compounds. For example, water, how we are getting? Pure hydrogen, pure oxygen, when they are reacting together, we get compound. So, here hydrogen element is pure element, okay, and oxygen is one more element which are pure. Of course, we have 118 elements. When you take exclusive that element, that is pure only, there is no doubt. So, elements are come under pure substance only. Pure substance can be taken, categorized into 2 categories. One is element, other is compound. Okay. So, element, hydrogen and oxygen. For example, in this case, hydrogen element, if I say hydrogen is pure hydrogen element only. Oxygen element means it is pure substance only. But compound means the atoms of hydrogen and oxygen, if they are reacting together, here what we are going to get is water. Okay. So, here if I observe 2 atoms of hydrogen and 1 atom of oxygen reacting together giving water. So, water is a compound. What is water? Water is a compound. So, we can say water is an example of compound. Okay. So, how the compound is obtained? Compound is obtained by the combination of atoms of elements. So, pure substance can be 2 types, one is element, other the combination of element, that is compound. Okay. So, elements and compounds can be taken as pure substances. Again if you observe, the elements are categorized. As I told you, we have 118 elements in the periodic table. So, these 118 elements which are present in the periodic table can be categorized into 3 groups again. What are they? Metals, non-metals, metalloids. Metals, metalloids, non-metals. Okay. So, pure substance further divided into 2 categories, elements and compounds. Compounds are obtained by the combination of elements. Okay. And when you see elements exclusively, again they can be classified as metals, non-metals and metalloids. So, 3 categorization is possible again for elements. Of course, we can have compounds, there is no further division in the case of compounds. Okay. So, this is how we can categorize the pure substance. In the initial we have seen that on chemical classification, whenever we categorize the matter on chemical basis, it can be categorized as pure substance and mixture. When you look at only the pure substance is further divided into elements and the combination of elements, that is compounds. Okay. Elements are further divided into 3 categories, metals, non-metals, metalloids, right. So, we have 3 different categories for the elements. Now, let us look at the mixture. As I told you, mixture is a combination of pure substances. Okay. So, it is the combination of pure substance. pure substances, for example 2 or more pure substances, when they combine together we end up with the formation of a mixture. Mixture further divided into two categories. Mixture further divided into two categories. First one is homogeneous mixture. First is called as homogeneous mixture. Second one is called as heterogeneous mixture. What do you mean by homogeneous mixture and what do you mean by heterogeneous mixture? Homogeneous mixture means this is the mixture in which the composition is same. This is a mixture in which the composition is same throughout the mixture. So, whenever we are mixing two pure substances to get a mixture, if you observe that mixture, if the composition remain constant throughout the mixture, then that mixture is said to be homogeneous mixture. If the composition is not same, if the composition of the mixture is not same, okay, the composition is not same throughout the mixture, in that case we get a heterogeneous mixture. Homogeneous mixture and heterogeneous mixture. So, two different types of mixtures are possible. When the pure substances are mixed together, they mix in a even proportion and a complete mixing takes place, and thereby we get a mixture having composition same throughout the mixture. That mixture is said to be homogeneous mixture. And if we are mixing two pure substances with one another, but they are not mixing in even fashion and the mixing is not completely taking place, in that case the composition is not same throughout the mixture. So, there we end up with the formation of a heterogeneous mixture. Okay. So, do not confuse, do not bother about all the terms, we are going to discuss one by one everyone. Okay. We are going to discuss first the pure substances. In that case we first focus on the elements, then we move on to the compounds, and then we come across the mixtures, the heterogeneous mixture, homogeneous mixture. We are going to discuss each and everything what we have shown here. Okay. So, do not worry, but just understand that in the case of homogeneous mixture composition will remain the same. In the heterogeneous mixture the composition will not be same throughout the mixture. Okay. So, this thing keeping in the classification of matter, if you observe. So, in a overall, this is an overall classification. Matter is divided into pure substance as well as mixture. When we are looking at only the pure substances, it can be categorized as element as well as compound. Okay. And the elements are further classified as metals, metalloids, non-metals. Okay. There is no classification for the compounds. Okay. Coming to the mixtures, the other side of the matter. Okay. One is homogeneous mixture, other is heterogeneous mixture. So, this is the overall chemical classification of matter. Okay. This is the overall chemical classification of matter. So, on the chemical basis or chemistry basis, if you take, or the chemical properties basis if you categorized, we can categorize the matter into these many different categories. Okay. So, we have to look after all these statements that are given, all the different types of categories that are given. Okay. First we will look at only the pure substances, we wind up all these things and then we move on to the mixture. Okay. Right. What is pure substance then? How to define a pure substance? Which substance is taken as a pure substance? Can anybody explain? Yeah. If you look at the definition, a pure substance may be defined as a homogeneous material which particles of one kind and has a definite set of properties. Okay. A homogeneous material which has particles of one kind, okay, and has a definite set of properties. So, it is homogeneous in its composition, okay, and the particles are of only one kind and they will have a particular properties, complete one properties, that can be taken as a pure substance. For example, as I told you, we can take a pure oxygen is a pure substance. If you are taking water, pure water is a pure substance. Okay. As I told you, the sugar, if you are taking pure sugar, so C6H12O6 can also be considered as a pure component, glucose. Okay. Similarly, we can take a pure hydrogen gas, pure nitrogen gas, pure carbon dioxide, okay, pure carbon monoxide, pure components, okay. They will have homogeneous material. So within the oxygen, if you observe, within the oxygen we have only one kind of atoms. What are they? One kind of, in the sense here particles are one kind, oxygen molecules, only oxygen molecules are present in this case. If you observe water, water contains only water molecules, are present, no other particles are present because water is pure, okay. And glucose, if you are taking pure glucose, it contains only the glucose molecules, no other particles are there, so this is pure. If you are considering the hydrogen gas, in that case it contains only hydrogen molecules, H2 molecules, so this is considered to be a pure one, no other components are present. If you are taking only carbon dioxide contains carbon dioxide molecules, so this is pure. If you are taking carbon monoxide contains carbon monoxide molecule, it's pure, okay. So pure substances is generally categorized as a homogeneous material which has particles of one kind and it will have a definite set of properties. So the properties will also have a definite set. For example, oxygen is used for respiration purposes, water drinking purposes, hydrogen for liberating the or preparation of water, or it can be used as an energy source, okay. So this is used as a carbohydrate, carbon dioxide and used by the plants. So the properties will be fixed for this particular material, chemical substances. So a chemical substance which is homogeneous in nature and which has a particles of only one kind. Particles means here the molecules, or even for example if you are taking helium gas, in that case it is atom, okay. Pure helium gas if I am taking, helium is pure in this case means it has only helium atoms. Particles means generally it can be with respect to the molecules or with respect to the atoms, okay. So a homogeneous material which has only one particles of one kind and exhibiting a definite set of properties is said to be a pure substance, okay, right. What are the characteristics of these particular pure substances? How we can analyze that the given compound is pure or not? So depending upon the characteristics exhibited by the pure substance, we can categorize it as a pure substance. So when you observe a pure substance is homogeneous in nature, it will have the same composition. As I told you, homogeneous means homogeneous in nature. So same composition throughout, okay. So this is going to have same composition. For example, if I am taking water as a pure substances, so without any impurity, if I am taking water, in that case if I observe water inside, only water molecules are present, only water molecule, no other particles are there, no other molecules are there because it is pure, okay. So when it has only water molecules, whenever in any direction if I go, it will have only water molecule, no other composition is possible. So it is homogeneous in nature, okay. A pure substance has a definite set of properties, it will have a definite set of properties. Water is used for drinking purposes, water is used for the solvent for the reactions to carry out, okay, it is used as a green solvent. So the properties of water are fixed, the physical property, boiling point of water fixed, the freezing point of water fixed. So the properties will be fixed in this case. Pure substance always will have a definite set of properties. So purity of a sample can be easily identified through its melting point and boiling point. Boiling point and melting points are useful in identifying the purity of a substance. So for example, if I am taking water as a pure substance, so within the water if I am looking, it will have a homogeneous throughout the water that I have taken. If I am taking 1 liter of water, within 1 liter we have only water molecules, no other particles are present, okay. And moreover, when I cool it, it will be freezed at 0 degree centigrade. When I heat it, it can boil at 100 degree centigrade. So the properties of water are fixed. If any impurity is present in the water, it is not going to be freeze at exactly 0 degree. It does not boil exactly at 100 degree centigrade. So there will be a fluctuation in the boiling point and melting points. So the properties of the compound get changes because of presence of impurity. So when it is a pure, it will have a definite set of properties. So the properties are going to be fixed in this case, okay. So pure substance has a definite set of properties. These properties are different from the properties of other substances. For example, when you take hydrogen and oxygen, hydrogen melting point, oxygen melting point, they are different because both are different substances. The boiling point of water and boiling point of ethyl alcohol different because ethyl alcohol is a different compound, water is different compounds. So different pure substance if you are going to take, different pure substances will have different set of definite properties. So definite properties are present. Ethyl alcohol will have its own boiling point. If I take pure ethyl alcohol will have its own freezing point, its own boiling point. So it will have again a set of properties, and ethyl alcohol throughout it is a homogeneous. So ethyl alcohol can be considered as a pure substance. So pure substances generally they will exhibit homogeneity, the composition will remain throughout the mixture, throughout the compound, okay, and moreover they will have a definite set of properties. So properties are going to be fixed, and these properties are different from the properties of other substances. So when we compare with other substance properties, the properties of the pure substance are going to be differing, okay. And third one, if you observe, the composition of pure substance cannot be altered by any physical means. That is to say that the composition of a pure substance cannot be changed. It is not possible to change the composition of a pure substance by physical methods. So whenever you use a physical method, in that case we cannot change the pure substance composition. For example, if I am taking water as a pure substance, okay, so I cannot change the composition of water by physical means. How many, what is the composition here we have? We have 2 hydrogen atoms, okay, and 1 oxygen atom, okay. So the composition of water will remain as H2O. I cannot change it by physical means. For example, what do you mean by physical state? For example, if I am going for filtration, if I filter the water through a funnel, automatically what happens? Can I change the H2O? Is it possible to change the number of hydrogen and oxygen atoms in that case? No, we cannot change the hydrogen and oxygen atoms by physical methods. So pure substance composition cannot be altered, cannot be changed by physical means. So whatever may be the physical means you are going to use, we are not going to change it. If I am going to decrease the temperature, if I am going to increase the temperature, the composition won't changes by just physical means, filtration, decantation, etc. Okay, right. How we can change the physical, the composition of a pure substance? Only by chemical reactions we can alter or we can change the composition of a pure substance, right. All elements are pure substances. One more condition you can observe here. Elements, all the elements that are available to us, all the elements that are available to us, they are all pure substances only. They are all pure substances only. All compounds that are available to us, all the compounds are also pure substances only. In the pure substance category, we have discussed that pure substances are again 2 types, elements and compounds. So all the elements present in the periodic table are pure substances. Whenever elements are combining together, in that case we get compounds. So all the compounds that are obtained by the combination of elements also a pure substance. For example, water you can take. Water is obtained as a compound from combination of hydrogen element and oxygen element. 2 hydrogen atoms of hydrogen element, 1 atom of oxygen element, when they combine we get water, okay. So water is a compound, and moreover water is a pure substance. So all the compounds are pure, all the elements are pure. The composition of pure substance cannot be changed by physical methods. This has to be very careful, not chemical methods, Nana. Okay, it is physical methods. So by physical methods we cannot change the composition of a pure substance, okay. And pure substance will have a homogeneity, and moreover pure substance will have a definite set of properties. So if I am taking 2 different pure substances, the properties of one substances will not match with the properties of other substance. So the properties are going to change. So properties of one pure substance is different from the properties of other pure substance. So there is a change in the case of properties that we can observe for the compounds or the pure substances here, okay, right. Sometimes the substances which we commonly called pure may not be pure. You just observe the statement, ma. Substances which are commonly called pure may not be pure from chemist point of view. So when a chemist look at this compound, what happens? He says that they are not pure. But of course, as you may think that they are called as pure substances, but they are not pure. Best example, if we observe, tap water, when you collect a tap water, the tap water looks clear, it is very clear. Can we say it is a pure water? No. So, clear tap water, clear in the sense there is no other particles present in that, okay, the visible particles, okay. So, clear tap water, the tap water if you are going to collect in a glass, if it is very clear, clear water, there is no other substance present, but is not pure, it cannot be considered as a pure. Why? Along with the water, it also contains some amounts of dissolved salts, it may contain even dissolved oxygen in it. So, whenever we are going to collect a sample of water from pond or maybe from a tap, generally it contains oxygen or air dissolved in it, or some of the salts will dissolved in it. But as they dissolved in water, we cannot see with our naked eye, okay. But the water sample looks like a clear one. But whenever we say clear tap water, it is, as people say, it is a pure water only, but it will have dissolved salts as well as dissolved air, okay. So, clear tap water is not pure substance, it will contain salts as well as air. In order to get a pure water, you have to remove the salts and you have to remove the air, that is taken as pure water, okay. And similarly, if you observe milk, honey, milk and honey, if you see milk, milk is very pure, you can see, right. Can we consider milk as a pure substance? No. Why? Milk is not a pure substance. Why? It is because of, it is made up of fat, carbohydrates, proteins, vitamins, water, mineral, salts, etc. So, it has, milk has fats, it will have a carbohydrate in it, it is going to have a proteins, it has vitamins, and of course, it also has water. So, all these are combinedly forming milk. So, milk is not a pure substance, milk is not a pure substance, we cannot consider milk as a pure substance, okay. So, this is not a considered, milk is not considered as a pure substance. If you look at honey, honey also looks very pure, right. So, but honey is also not a pure substance. Why it is so? It contains number of other substances in addition to the sugar. Honey tastes with a, sweet taste, right. It is mainly because of the sugar component. Along with the sugar, it has so many other components in it. So, honey is not also considered as a pure substance. Honey is not a pure substance. Milk is not a pure substance. Clear tap water is not a pure substance. Fruit juices, I think you have enjoyed the fruit juices, right, at home. Your mother used to prepare, right. So, fruit juice, as you see, they looks very clear, it is not a pure one. Why? In the case of fruit juice, it contains sugar, mineral salts and a number of other components. We are going to add even water, sugar for taste. So, already it will have some minerals in it. So, minerals are present. So, juice, if you take fruit juice is not a pure substance, okay. One more thing, what is that? Medicines. So, if you take any tablet, it looks very pure one, right. Generally, we only take pure component as a medicine, right. But of course, if you have any chance of looking at the composition, take the tablets, the strip or the packet for the syrup and observe what are the components present in it. It will have a 3 to 4 mixture of components, okay. So, therefore, we can say that medicines are generally made by mixing different substances in different ratios. So, because of the presence of different substances, medicine is also not a pure compound, not a pure substance. It is a combination of 2 and 3. Generally, depending upon the solubility of the medicine, generally whenever we take medicine, it has to dissolve in water and it should be distributed to the other parts of the body, so that the component can be dissolved, or it should be, the solution has to be obtained, okay. So, therefore, we are going to mix the different components in the medicine to get the medicine. So, medicines also cannot be considered as pure substances. I think you got the clear idea what are pure substances or what are not pure substances. We will see some more interesting topics in the next class. Until then, have a nice time, thank you.